Oh, wow! Your art is so good! I wish I could draw like that!
I'm sure you will someday. You just need to practice more, is all.
No matter how much I practice, I'll never be as good as you. My art's terrible.
Well, we all start somewhere. You just have to keep trying, and you can't give up. Practice will make perfect if you do it enough.
It doesn't matter, I'm just a bad artist.
No, you're just a novice. You're not understanding me. You can still be.
No, I'm just bad at everything. I'll never be as good as you.
I. D- I cannot stand people like this. So let me talk about why. Hey guys, so welcome to a new segment that I've started. I'm going to be calling it Ruffled Feathers, because you know, feathers, I'm floofy. I thought it was fitting. And the number one thing that I wanted to do with this segment is kind of talk about things that really irk me about the art community or just things in general. But it's not so much a rant as it is rather bringing light to topics that I feel shouldn't have to exist in our world. And in this first one that I'm going to talk about is going to be artists like this who belittle themselves based on their abilities. A lot of new artists, and I see this typically in new artists, they will look at their ability and immediately compare it to someone else that they admire or look up to. And this is wrong. You shouldn't, if you're a new artist and you're comparing your work to someone else's, don't. Your art is not their art. You are not them. You are two separate people with two separate skills. You may just be learning. That artist that you look up to, they definitely did not get that good overnight. I mean, this is something that took them years and years to get good at. It requires a lot of practice, and it's something that you can't just expect to happen. You can't wake up and be a Picasso. It takes everybody time and practice to learn these things. And I know you guys can do it. I've seen people do it. I mean, hell, I'm one who's done it. You want to talk about old art and transformations? Here's a piece of my old art. Do you see what I mean? That piece was drawn back in 2003. 2003, that's how old that thing is. And back then, I thought that was the most impressive thing I'd done to date. I thought, oh, my anatomy is so spot on, and I love the horns, but the more I look at it now, compared to what I used to draw like, the more I realize just how inexperienced I really was. I had little to no knowledge, and I was just kind of drawing what felt right. And I feel that's a great place for everybody to start, is draw what feels right, and over time, you can invest in learning and practicing and just getting overall better. And the great thing about drawing, say, dragons, is because they're mythological creatures, they're pretty open to interpretation on how their anatomy is presented. I mean, all over the world, you can see dragons of different cultures, from Eastern China to the western regions of Europe. There's even North American stories about dragons. There's Indian dragons. There are dragons from all over the world, and almost in every single one, they're pictured differently. So it's a really flexible creature to practice drawing, and if you're not into dragons, that's perfectly fine too. You can always try drawing something like, I don't know, cats or dogs or snakes if you're feeling like it. There are so many things, both living and non, that you could practice drawing on. Or even, instead of animals, try practicing on doing backgrounds or shapes, objects, still life. You can do so many things if you just put your mind to it and you practice, and in no time you will get better. You just have to put that effort in there and see where it leads you. If I had given up back then because I'd compared myself to someone else, I never would have gotten to where I am today. And being able to do the kinds of things that I can do, and I'm still improving, I'm still learning. I'm nowhere near being a master. I have plenty to learn in my career. It's just a matter of practice and time, and sure enough, I know I will continue to improve and get better. With each piece that you make and with each thing that you do, you'll find you'll get better and better. Your next continuous piece will be better than the last, and it will continue to go up the more you try. But you can't compare yourself to others. I don't know how to not say that enough, but do not compare yourself to others. Look at your art and compare it to itself. How did you draw a week ago? How did you draw a month ago? How did you draw 10 years ago if you were drawing then? Just look at it and see your own improvement. And look at your artwork and say, what can I improve? You know, can I fix my anatomy? Can I maybe make my lines smoother? Can I color better? Can I do better color choices? Experiment with shading, textures. Poses is a great one. If you're uncomfortable with how to draw something, stick with a really static pose. I mean, when I first started improving, I was all about profile shots. That's all I ever did. I never tried to do anything else because when I did, it often turned out so awkward that I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like how it came out, and it made me feel down about my own art. Like I wasn't as good as other people, and I started doing the number one no-no, which is comparing my work to other people's. And if I can do a little shout out here, one of my biggest inspirations art-wise had to have been an artist on DeviantArt, which I am fairly good friends with. Their name changed over the years. They were Cinder and Spirofan, but now they are known as Sea Salt Shrimp. I'll pop some of their work on the screen, and I'll leave a link in the description so that you can go and follow her artwork, because she is a absolutely phenomenal artist, and I'm always just in shock and awe at how beautiful her works are. But even she has come so extraordinarily far from where she used to be. And it's so amazing to me to see the evolution of an artist when they really apply themselves and they learn and they practice and they try and try and try. The word triumph is made of two parts. You've got the try and the umph, and you have to put both into it in order to succeed. So remember, don't criticize yourself, don't belittle your art, and don't compare yourself to other artists. You're still learning, and you have a lot of learning to do. Just keep trying, keep being awesome, and keep making art. For goodness sake, just make art. I would love to see anything that you've made. If you feel like sharing something, please leave a link to it in the comments. I will check it out. If I like your work a lot, I may even give you a watch. Who knows? But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope that you take my words into heart and that you just keep trying and keep practicing, because it will make a difference in the end. Trust me, I've lived through it, so I know. Now, before I go, I do have one little last note that I want to say, and with me I have my guest, Midnight, who is my boyfriend, for those of you who don't know, and he was the one that did the little skit in the intro here, so I want to have him say some words before I end this.
Hey guys, this is Midnight Yamikirate here. I just wanted to pop in to say that, my girlfriend asked me to say these lines, and, well, true, I played them up for a little bit. They are obviously something that can affect a lot of people as far as their nerves go. Me being one of them, which is probably why she came to me and asked me to do the lines. But I just want to say, just try. That's the worst you can do. You don't even have to show anyone. You don't have to spread your art around. It can just be your personal thing until you feel ready to show others. Just practice. That's all you need to do. I mean, I don't think I'm that amazing, but I've done a few pictures, and, I'm proud of some of the more recent ones I've done. I may not decide to make art my final thing, but I've done a few pictures that I'm proud of, and I'm glad that I did them. Even if I still feel like they make others' eyes bleed.
Thank you, Mid. And with that, I think we'll wrap up this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Be sure to go and check out Sea Salt Shrimp's DeviantArt, which will be linked in the description. She's awesome, and you need to watch her artwork. Like, seriously, I cannot stress how incredible she is and what an inspiration her work is to me. Just keep trying your best, never give up, and just practice, practice, practice. That's all I can reiterate. Again, thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you all again in the next one. Have a wonderful day and a fantastic life.